Saints fans, light up the dome and welcome your New Orleans Saints.
We welcome you, Mike Tirico, my partner Greg Olson. The kicker is Cade York. He's got this one set to get started. Off we go from the Superdome. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So the Panthers led out by their quarterback, Bryce Young. Shaky rookie year, but the back end of his second year, Greg, very effective for the man who was the #1 overall pick out of Alabama in 2023.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A gain there of 11. It's a Carolina first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs.
No chance at all. He'll go down. Nathan Shepard in there for the sack. Worked his way through. It's a loss of 5.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Young. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. 17 yards on that play. It's good for a Panther first down.
And a Panther first down.
These were the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
And he'll get about 5.
Keep Werner on the stop. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's a carry for Dowdle. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
The motion man is Sanders. On the ground, it's Dowdle. And he's going to have the first down. They'll mark him at the 29. But it's a new set of downs. First down picked up.
Another Panthers first down. An 8-yard
An early test here for that offensive line, and they come through. They're going to have to continue to find space in the ground game for their running backs to continue to move the chain. So nice job there. Give them a lot of credit. Now the question is, what is the adjustment on the defensive side of the ball in the next third down situation.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's a Carolina first down.
At the 19-yard line.
Young gonna keep it himself, and he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Out of the shotgun, Young. He's got the first-round pick, Teteroa McMillan. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Carolina.
Now, this is how you dream up the opening script. You get the ball first, and you want to go down and set the tone for the rest of the game. Well, looks like the coaches did a great job when they built that script during the week. That big-time throw, they got it.
And he will get into the end zone. Rico Dowdle. Touchdown, Carolina. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Panthers will take a 7-0 lead.
Panthers 7, Saints nothing.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Saints led out by the rookie, Tyler Shuck. Interesting story. Off injured in college, the 3rd quarterback drafted out of Louisville with pick 40. Greg, he is now the QB for New Orleans.
Here's a guy, Mike, that has a really interesting college football journey. I mean, he is as well seasoned, I would say, as possible. Like, think about this. He played 7 different seasons of football at the college level. So he's got ideal size, he's got strength, he's got all the physical stuff. A little bit of a pocket passer, but he has the arm and a little of the mobility that you need to make plays and play quarterback at this level.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. On play action, it's Shuck. He'll get this out wide, and he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another first down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
That is hard. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. That is a big gainer for the Saints. 41 yards.
Saints, first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
First carry now for Alvin Kamara. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Shuck. It is brought in the end zone. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
On now, Cade York for the point after. His kick is good. Saints come right back to tie it at 7.
The game at 7. Cade York to kick
Each
off.
team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, it's Chuba Hubbard. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
At their own 22
The Panthers offense ready now for their second drive. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Here's Young to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Carl Granderson. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Leggett in motion. On second down, Young. That'll be caught. It's Rico Dowdle. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A gain of 6.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
From the gun here on third down, it's Young. He's got his man. That's Leggett. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
21 yards.
A pickup of 21 on that connection. It's good for a Panther first
A
down.
gain of 21 yards.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down. Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Tommy Tremble, the tight end, the man he was looking for there. Now it's going to be third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
That's taken in by McMillan. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
That is fielded at the 13. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. More from New Orleans after this. It's the Saints with the football here as quarter two begins. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. As we are ready to get back underway. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
They'll motion the slot man right. Now Shuck on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's him. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And the Saints.
They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
That's deep for the back of the end zone. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nick Scott.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunate this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
Slot man in motion right. Chuck to throw on 2nd down. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Javon Vele was the intended target. And now it's 4th down.
I think that's one he's going to look at on film tomorrow and want back. I mean, there wasn't enough space there to get the 1st down. I know the ball takes him a little bit out of bounds, but he's got to get your 1st foot down, drag the 2nd. That's how they teach it, and just can't quite get it done.
This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Rico Dowdle, the ball carrier, brought down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. Now Dowdle. And this will be good enough for a 1st down as he gets up past the 25.
A gain of 9 yards.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
A 2nd down throw for Young. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They've got him. Ryan Brzee set up third down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Back to throw. Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So anytime you find yourself in third and long, it's hard to really be unpredictable as a play caller because the defense knows it's most likely going to be a pass. They understand where the down and distance markers are, and there's really nowhere for him to go with the ball, and he has to throw it away.
Fair catch will be taken here. It is right at the 40-yard line. Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. All right, here with Kamara. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
Tackle. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
They'll go again here with Kamara, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Back at the 45-yard
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. Quick throw, taken in. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Saints 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Throwing on 2nd down, Shuck. And they are all over him yet again. He'll go down once more. Derek Brown. He's able to force the big loss on the sack. And it sets up 3rd and long.
That big boy was moving, Mike. That was impressive. I mean, it's not easy to bring down this quarterback in any situation, but to hawk him down from his interior defensive line spot nearly out by the sideline, that's beyond impressive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Throwing is Shuck. This throw right side is caught by Hill. It'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Seemed to me, Mike, before that ball was even snapped, the quarterback had already made up his mind. I'm throwing the ball to the tight end no matter what the look is, and he's counting on the big body picking up the rest after the catch, and Even though he's able to secure the ball, nice job by the defense keeping him short of the sticks.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Panthers offense and running back Rico Dowdle getting set for this next drive. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Dowdle. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 24. Mario Davis there on the play.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw is Young. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Ryan Brzee getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Well, as they face this possible 3 and out following that 2nd down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Tremble comes in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll air it out down the middle. And that is incomplete contact, but the flags. It's going to be 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. The Saints offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Shuck. Rolling right, 2 minutes to play. 1st half, all tied at 7. We're back to New Orleans after this. Here's a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Here is Shuck. He'll run again. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
He'll take off again. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
At the 41-yard line.
It'll be a run out of the gun with Kamara. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
Now Shuck. Rolling to the left. He'll tuck it and take off. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 16
A 1st down on the scramble. A gain of 16.
It wasn't anywhere really for him to go with the ball. The defensive backs did a great job of taking away his progression read. But that pass rush, they just can't get home. And he ends up making the play with his legs and moves the chains.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Devon Taylor.
receiver, but Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Good on the extra point. And the Saints will move out to a 14-7 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, here's Trevor Etienne. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense going to take over just before the half. They trail out 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. McMillan comes in motion. Young to throw on 1st and 10. He'll look underneath here and find Dowdle. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. The Panthers will take their first timeout, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Here's Young. That's into the hands of McMillan on the slant. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their second. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half.
At the 45-yard line.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Out of the shotgun, Young. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. The Panthers, they're going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
In less than a yard.
Here comes 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Young. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice coverage here on 3rd down. They took away all of the outlets the quarterback had. Really left them with no opportunity other than to just throw that ball away. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That's fielded at about the 18. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the 2nd half. 3rd quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Saints offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. To the air is Shuck. The pressure too much, and he goes down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Get ready to spin! Get ready to spin!
Chuck. He'll get that complete to Mason Tipton. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
From the gun on 3rd down, Chuck. He'll try and get there on the ground. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
14 yards. That's good for a Saints. First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force 4th down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the first down with his legs, and now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
And he'll take this to about the 46-yard line. Michael Jackson in for the stop.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. In motion is Hill. On 2nd down, it's Chuck. Get this to his do-everything guy, Taysom Hill. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 6.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's 3rd and 2. Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this 3rd down a lot tougher. That time, they got the big tackle, Taliesin Fuaga. To throw is Shuck. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. And he is out of bounds. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's Shuck. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
To the air again is Shuck. On the move left. Now he takes off. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the
We've seen this quarterback
line.
have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. Another run here with Kamara. He works free, right side. And he'll bring this inside the 15 That's good enough for the first down.
That's good for a six.
They're doing a really nice job of keeping this defense on their heels with this balanced attack. We've seen them be effective both run and pass, and right now the defense just doesn't seem to have an answer.
Chuck's going to try to run it himself. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Second and 10. Now this time they'll look to throw. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. They'll try and run for this with Kamara. And it looks like he's going to have enough for the first down. Yes, he does. First and goal coming up.
Nice run right there. You get down here into the red zone area, Mike, and yards are hard to come by. He's able to stick his head in there and sets him up for first and goal.
They keep finding ways to keep this drive alive, and they're set up now for a first and goal. This defense, backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
To second and goal.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
Moreau in motion. Kamara. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal.
Shy of the goal line.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
And he will drive his way into the end zone. Shuts down New Orleans. Touchdown.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. York now for the extra point. He's got it. Saints will take a 21-7 lead.
21. Panthers 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. To return is Hubbard. Now a hit, and he lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate. The Panthers offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with first and 10. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give them 6 on that play.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. He's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Look at play action with Young. A throw left side, caught by Sanders. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
In motion comes the tight end, Evans. Now the first carry for Chuba Hubbard. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Alontae Taylor is there for the stop.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. He'll turn and hand this one off. Not a whole lot there as he'll work it down to the 46. Alontae Taylor is there for the stop.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and 5. McMillan, the man in motion. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
He's got a man! That's McMillan! And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. Here's 1st and 10. We begin the 4th with a carry by Dowdle. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
On 2nd down, Young. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Young. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Been a largely forgettable performance from this offense up until this point, Mike. I mean, these sacks, they just continue to stop so many of their drives throughout the entire game. And then you look up at the scoreboard, and it pretty much reflects that here in the 4th quarter.
On now is the punt team for the Panthers, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And this will not be returnable, as this kick will go out of bounds. The Saints offense make their way out to take over once more. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Chuck. Left side into the hands of Olave. A nice throw from the 2nd round pick. It'll get him a 1st down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back. And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll work the middle here with Kamara. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Thought that one might have had a chance for a second there, but not to be. It's a pickup of 8, and it brings up 4th down.
8-yard gain.
Mike, I traditionally like zone read on 3rd down, but it's typically 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2. I think at this distance, you're asking a lot out of your quarterback, and in this case, the defense does a nice job rallying, and they're able to force a 4th down.
The Saints will punt this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. This one, fielded out beyond the 25. And some good running on that return as he takes it up close to midfield. The Panthers offense ready for this next possession. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. Here's Young to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Pete Werner. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. Defense made him pay.
On the handoff, it's Kamara. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. It's good for a Saints 1st down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
They'll run a draw now. It's Kamara. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
DJ Woolen on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5. In motion is Hill. A give up the middle with Kamara. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
3rd down, and here is Shuck. And that'll be in and out of his hands. It's incomplete.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way, and whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds. They've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
A 46-yard attempt.
York's kick is good. And the Saints have run out to a 24-7 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This is fielded inside the 5. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. To throw is Young. That one's hauled in the side by McMillan. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
Now Young. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
He's really struggled with his accuracy all game long, and when you look, Mike, I think he's had some opportunities downfield to connect with his guys, and it's one of the biggest reasons they find themselves trailing here late in this game.
3rd and 2. Here we go. Throwing is Young. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This offense, they just can't establish any sort of rhythm. There's just no way to sustain any scoring drives when your quarterback is being pressured and sacked this often.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. They'll try to run. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it. And they stuff him on 4th down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The Saints offense ready to take over possession of the football. Well, the goal here is to run some time off the clock. The game is well in hand as they get back on offense for 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. They'll run on 1st down with Camaro. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that
29-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. In motion is Hill. Throwing on 2nd down, shot. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's a 3rd down and 4. On the zone read, it's shut. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
16 yards. And the Saints, 1st down. 1st and
It's pretty clear why this offense
line.
likes to get the ball into the hands of this quarterback, huh, Mike? I mean, he is just so effective in this area, and now he has them set up 1st and goal.
From the gun, it's shut. This one caught at the 4. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the Panthers' 3-yard line.
Now shut. They'll try to set up the screen here. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
So 2 minutes left to play. in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Chuck going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Saints. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Now it's York for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Saints will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. To return is Hubbard. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Panthers offense ready to get back to work. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Leggett in motion. Young to throw on 1st and 10. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Pass taken in by Dowdle. The Panthers will take their first timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down.
7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Young. Here's a screen coming for Dowdle. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
That's good.
Well, a little unconventional play call here. You don't traditionally see the screen game used on 3rd down at these shorter down and distances. But in this case, they catch the defense off guard. They timed it up well, and the back is able to convert and pick up the 1st down.
That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Leggett. And it'll be 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Quick run, taken in, and they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their 2nd, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. First and 10. From the gun, it's Young. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete. Teteroa McMillan was the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
And while this one is all but over, these guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance, Mike. And just because they have this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
Thrown left side, the catch is made. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
go with him.
Out of the shotgun. Young. Open man, left side. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there.
It's a
Gain of
good
7 and a first down.
Another Panthers.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field. But they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
On first down is Young. It's going to be pulled in by Dowdle. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
Throwing on second down, Young. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
He'll let this go towards the end zone. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. The crowd does not agree with that call. Boos ring out. Doesn't matter. Not going to change it. It's a first down. Here we go. One final play. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. So this one, a win for the Saints. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game and are going to send their fans home quite happy. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Saints are winners, as we say so long from New Orleans.